Okay, I will hit the record button then. Welcome to Roundtable 71, everybody. General chat is now being recorded. I'll say it again. This is the general chat from the chat channel you're in. So you have to hover over it and click the little speech button. Say hi to YouTube. We are being recorded. And the usual notification that round... No, go on. Gifts. More gifts. More gifts. And the usual reminder, weekly maintenance will be 9 AM tomorrow, as usual. I look forward to all the general chatter and the why are the servers not up? It's like a little competition every week now, see how many we can get. Thank you for the gifts, wonderful. Okay, I'm intrigued. Okay. So this is our weekly event. We do this every Tuesday. We recap the previous week, what's gone on, what hasn't gone on, our plans for the coming week, and after we're done, we'll endeavour to answer any questions you may have. Thank you all for joining. You're all wonderful. Let's crack on. So, general news this week. We always start with general news. Arc 4, which compromises Lost, Fjordjaw, and our aptly named SED, which is the Centre Ducks, was attacked early this morning by a DDoS attack. It was totally pathetic. Lasted for about 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes, and was mitigated perfectly by the firewalls. I don't think anybody actually noticed. So just a heads up, it still happens. We deal with it, we move on. Again, we had some outages this morning. Started about somewhere around 12:45, near midday, and seemed to fix itself by about 1 PM. It looks, at last check anyway, that our provider lost their internet, or something happened along the way route-wise. It seems to be resolved. I have noticed pings are a little bit high. I'm not surprised at the moment. They're probably ironing out some issues, and unless DJ's got anything new on this, as of now, I've got no idea what caused it. They haven't actually said anything, unless you've seen something.
Yeah, it was a piece of hardware in between that sits in between the data center and the backbone. Got its knickers in a twist.
Oh, okay. So we have a reason then, which means they can fix it and we can all move on. So hopefully that will sort itself out as they replace a specific piece of hardware. And now for some good news. Oh, there we go. A network incident. No crap. OVH services may have been degraded during this period. Yes. Our team has determined that the incident is related to network equipment. Very broad. Investigations are underway, blah, 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 blah. Incident affects infrastructure backbone, and they missed down to Arc Conan and Rust. It affected all of those things.
It actually affected their global network entirely, not just the London data center.
Yes.
So that's exactly what they did, Dr. Smiley. They issued a remote command to reboot the affected hardware.
They essentially did turn it off and back on again. It's the first rule. Everybody knows who works in IT. It is the first rule. Turn it off, turn it on. Then worry about it afterwards. And now for some good news. We all like good news. We've been recruiting, as you're all aware. We've mentioned it several weeks in a row now. And we took on a small group of new moderators, of which we're very pleased with. So it pleases to be announced officially that Tula and Chris will from now on be promoted to admin rank. Over the next few days, there's some training that will happen. We need to show them the ropes, that sort of thing. And then we're going to have more people with direct authority and power to help when needed for tickets or problems, issues, that sort of thing. So bigger team, more people. It's just going to mean things get better and better and better. So thank you very, very much to everybody who volunteered, everybody who's been spending their free time to help us out. Amazing stuff. And congratulations.
Indeed. Congratulations.
Turo or Chris want to say anything? There we go. Thank you. Have we got a Chris in the chat? He's probably skiving off doing wizardry stuff and Conan. So shall we boost them up to orange status?
Boot camp gifts. Training. Training gifts.
There he is. Right, let's metamorph them into an orange colour then. I would, but if I tab out, I'm going to lose my stream.
Oh, I'm looking for gifts. Hang on. Uh, yeah, you're one of those.
You're going to need to re-accessorize everything with orange now. There we go. Congratulations, Tula. Not yet, you don't. You will in a minute, though. There you go. Now you got the power. So congratulations all. Recruitment will open again in the future. We need to settle people in who we've got now, get them used to what they're doing, get some training done, and then we'll reopen again and take some more applications. All good? So that's a general news for this week. Let's do some orc stuff then. We've got some cool stuff this week. So first on the list, we have some new quests. Do you want to tell us a bit more about the new quests that have gone in?
Indeed, I do. They're very exciting new quests.
They are.
You do questy things, as you can all possibly imagine. So, what's going on is we've got daily and weekly quests at the moment. And yeah, we haven't really had time to do much with them until now. So, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to release a couple of new quests every week into the pool. They will be either daily quests, which reset every 24 hours, weekly quests, which reset once a week, or they'll be part of quest chains, which you can work through at your leisure. To see what quests are currently running, you can do /quests in game. To see what your current player stats are, playtime, deaths, that kind of stuff, you can do /stats. And at the moment, we now have 4 weekly quests. They'll be picked at random each week, and 2 daily quests, which are picked at random each day. And I will just continue to expand upon that. Now, these quests are, bear with me 1 second. Getting to my list of quests. And hopefully the names kind of give away might be involved with them, maybe. The standard daily quest we've got is called Resource Roulette. It requires a few kills and a couple of tames and some time played. So you should be able to do that just through your general gameplay throughout the day. That's a daily. And the rewards for that is 150 points, a bunch of experience, and a random stack of semi-rare resources. So, kind of like obsidian, crystal, salt, the kind of stuff that can be a bit of a pain if you have to go to another map to collect it or you don't know exactly where it is. The second daily quest, which, bear with me, that list's out of date. Oops. No. Right, the second daily quest on the list is called Just Getting the Dock Up.
I do love those Dirt League videos.
Here we go. Fruits of Your Labour.
I wonder what this could entail.
It's the daily quest itself has playtime attached to it, so 60 minutes of playtime, and collect 500 narco berries. And in reward for that, you get back between 25 and 50 stack of narcotics. So it's quite a simple one. You can do it fairly early on, and it'll give you a bunch of narcotics to help you tame stuff. So just going back to the resource roulette one, previously the resource reward wasn't working. So that's been modified. That requires 48 dinos killed, tame 2 wild dinos, and play for 60 minutes. And that gives you the points, the experience, and some resources. Now, we've got some chunky ones in for the weekly. And the title of the weekly one is 1,000 Problems, but a Saddle Ain't One. And there's 4 of these quests, weekly quests, labeled tier 1 through to 4. And the rewards for those quests corresponds to the saddles that you get in the shop. So the cheapest saddles are tier 4, the next most expensive saddles are tier 3, the next most expensive ones are tier 2, and the next most expensive ones are tier 1. So your most expensive saddles are tier 1. Now, the rewards from these quests will be a saddle blueprint from its respective tier of ascendant quality, hopefully ascendant quality, depending on if I've got the quality calculations right. But to get the reward, you have to kill 1,000 wild dinos and play for 300 minutes in a week.
Rookie numbers.
Any questions? Yeah,
Yep,
rookie numbers.
totally rookie numbers that. We're following so far.
All seem to be following.
Cool.
Oh, there you go. And at the end of that, you will be awarded a saddle blueprint out of the pool for that tier. So as you move up the tiers, though, the requirements get a little bit tougher. So, for example, tier 3 is the 1,000 kills, the minutes played, and 1 boss kill. Tier 2, guess where this is going? 1,000 kills, playtime, 2 boss kills, so on and so forth, up to tier 1. Yes, you could. You could just use your indom on an OSD. But to get a tier 1 saddle, you have to have 3 boss kills in a week. Now, the smart ones among you will figure out, well, there's some very easy bosses in the game. And there's some very easy bosses in the game that spawn a lot of minions. So by doing the quest itself, you will, or by doing one aspect of the quest, you should achieve the other. So it shouldn't be too difficult if you think about it logically. Mm. And as I said, as time goes by, the quests will evolve. There'll be more variation in there, and we'll just tweak them. But now we have time to do that. I can keep updating them each week. Then hopefully we can come to the round table each week and go, hey guys, new quest this week. It's a weekly, it's daily, or it's a standalone quest. But the idea behind the weeklies is they provide a solid reward for time put in and time played.
Yeah.
And the dailies, it's something you can do as part of playing the game and get something useful back from it. Not all quests will be, tiered towards the end game players. Bear that in mind. /quests, Red Bob. Rewards are automatically given to you. They may take a little while to come through sometimes, but they will automatically be delivered to your inventory. If you have completed a quest and your status says you have, and you want to speed up the delivery of the reward, you can do /reward. We will add all these commands to the website so you can see what's going on. I have some tweaking to do with the interface to make it more readable. So yeah, don't worry about the horrendous colors and stuff.
Is there anybody who hasn't
improve
found the website yet? Does anybody need a link?
Commands aren't on the website yet. I have yet to add them.
If one of the mods can search out the link for the website, and thank you very much, Tula.
I wonder if Fred works in here.
And if you could, and if you have it available, the YouTube one as well. So for anybody who does have to leave earlier and is interested in what's said, all this goes up on YouTube after the fact. Probably about an hour afterwards.
So there's our social links and our link to our website.
Fantastic. We are growing like crazy, by the way.
That is exactly what we have planned. stuff like that.
Yeah,
We are already
leaderboards.
tracking all your stats. So let me just check something.
Stat tracking is and has been in place for quite a while, and then eventually, yes, there will be website leaderboards and stuff where you can show off and track all the stuff you've done, and all in the works. Hence the recruitment drive. It's like the more people we've got helping, the more we can do, the faster it all gets done. Team effort. Yeah, those wyverns. Has he been playing in the trench by any chance?
So, for example, you can do. I will see. I will see if this works here.
I've seen that base. I know where that is.
I haven't given the stats bot access. We have. You can call up top 10 stats on the Discord in the bot channel, in the bot commands channel. Don't go there now. Demonstrate later. But in the bots commands channel, you can use the command stats bot, and it'll tell you what stats you can pull up in that channel. And then you just put something after it like stats top kills or stats top tames, and it'll tell you who has the most for that particular stat. It requires some custom config, so not every stat is available to you guys on the Discord, but there's quite a chunk of them.
Maybe we should start doing stat competitions and get some competitiveness going.
Oh yeah, we did a section on the Roundtable a little while ago, didn't we? That's top, for example, boss kills. There we go.
Dare I ask what a squiggle is?
A squiggle.
It's Squiggle, the tribe name. See, that's the good part about storing all this in a database. You see, Sam, we can do exactly that.
So, for example, those of you who would like to know, I'll paste it in the chat here. It's an image, so it's probably not going to look great. That's the output from the bot in Discord. So Zanzibar currently holds the record for the highest wave achieved on a purple orbital supply drop at 101 waves,
Ooh,
beating Mela by one wave.
holy crap!
Yeah. Nuts. There's also go stop.
That's going to take some beating, that is.
So wild dino kills. Oh wow, nobody's even close. So top 10 murderers on our cluster: Mela, Gilgamesh, Board Panda, Big Boomer, Emmy, Cheese, Jolly, Dutch Styles, Sandy, and Nug. Mela's
Cheese is going to
gone,
be rising that list. I guarantee it.
yeah, but 49,463 kills,
That's impressive.
with number 10 being 11,000. So yeah, we track absolutely everything. How many dinos of an individual dino you've tamed, what you've harvested, the works. So, and all the quests we have run off of that. The quests we can do run off of that kind of data. So building out quests is going to be interesting, and we can do quest chains as well. So we can put together a starting quest, which would be like, I don't know, craft this, this, and this. The next part of the quest would be craft and tame this. Then it might be kill this, and it lead you through the game, kind of thing. So we've got a lot of stuff planned for that. It just takes a little while to build them.
Yes, Turtle.
So
Exactly like that.
the most we can do is maybe like 1 or 2 a week. That's assuming we don't get distracted by other stuff. Other plans include putting the quest chains onto the website, but that's not definite. But we want to do some nice artwork to go with them. I like quest cards or something like that.
Yeah, the quest cards idea is really cool. Takes us back to the early days, back when supporters used to get cards. Is anybody still here that remembers the old supporter system?
I don't think there is actually.
Like, there must be somebody about who still remembers. Sandy would. We're talking old, back when we used to pretty much hand deliver specific dinosaurs that changed every month to supporters. Like really old, it was like 2 years ago now, at least. Oh yeah, you'll remember. Good fun, but a lot of work. So there we have it. Quests. Are we good with quests?
Think so.
Okay, so lots and lots of new
While
stuff.
you're moving on, I'm just looking up some stuff.
Okay.
See if I can find what we were just talking about.
Awesome. I'll crack on with some Ark stuff while you're looking then. So the Crystal Anki has been added to Autofarm, so you can now harvest with style. I don't remember the name of who actually reported that, but whoever found the Crystal Ankies were not on that list. Absolutely good job. Fantastic. They've now been added in. So if you do find particular rare variations of animals that seem not to work with Autofarm, do let us know because it pays off and it goes in pretty quickly. So that should be from tomorrow. You can Autofarm now with Crystal Ankies and all the other various types of Ankies out there. I think that was the only one we'd missed. So that's Autofarm. Other changes we've had this week. All the Fjordjaw dinos that were locked behind tier subscriptions are no longer locked behind tier subscriptions. So you can now go and get your vampire bat, your machine gun, pig, dog, horse thing, whatever the thing is, the Andrew Sarkis, is it? Or your Fjordhawk.
Yeah, the Andrew Sarkis.
Yeah, they're like
Sutures.
machine gun,
Sickers.
pig, dog, horse things. Nobody can quite decide what they are, but they are what they are. So all those are now available to everybody on the shop. Our seeds are highly requested as well through variations 1 through 5 are now available to buy. You can get your meat popsicle plants now from the shop if you haven't got them already or are having trouble getting hold of the seeds. I know they were quite rare, so grab those if you haven't got them already. A reaction to something that was mentioned last week as well. Somebody mentioned all the cool liquid dinos and why some of the stuff from CI wasn't on the shop. So it was Dr. Smiley, I'm fairly sure. We have now added today, just hot off the press, a big bunch of dinosaurs that were no longer on the shop. So with the Fjordjaw dinos being unlocked to everybody, the new set of supporter-only buys from the shop are as follows. Tier 1 supporters, if you hold any pack Tier 1, you can get the Night Wyvern, the Liquid Giga, the Liquid Rex, the Liquid Wyvern, and the Liquid Griffin. All of which there are some cool photos in general chat. They look awesome. So if you're a Tier 1 sub, you can get all of those. These are all filtered down as well, so Tier 1s will also get the Tier 2 and the Tier 3s. So if you have a Tier 1, all of these are now yours. Tier 2 supporters only will get the Liquid Quetz, the Liquid Stego, the Liquid Trike, the Spino, and the Enforcer, which previously was not on the store. If you're tier 3, you get access to the Liquid Bronto, which is really cool. The Jerboa, which I think is a shining gem of all of it because it's also a shoulder pet and glows in the dark. They're really cool. The Liquefied Raptor and the Liquefied Thylacoleo, or Thylacoleo. So all those are going to go live shortly after we finish with the roundtable. And as a buff for the Enforcer as well, we also added an upgraded Enforcer saddle to the store. So the one that was there already has been buffed. It will now come out somewhere between Journeyman and Mastercraft. I spawned a good number of them in earlier on just to test the output. So, yep, buffed saddle. This thing adds like a shield that goes around the Enforcer, really close to its body, so it's like a diving suit skin, really close to it, and it shimmers. Looks really cool. That is unfortunate, Bob. Some boss farming, maybe. There's also feds on the store. If you just straight up want to boost on feds. And we've not got that long now to the end of the month, so all the tiers will roll over. But yeah, Night Wyverns are going to be big. Night Wyverns are amazing. If you've not had a chance to check out a Night Wyvern yet, highly, highly recommended. Above anything else that's on the store, those Night Wyverns are amazing. And of course, the Jerboa is just the cutest thing ever, so Jerboas, check those out too. Yep, there they go. I can't stress how good those Night Wyverns are, though, guys. They're amazing. So that's what we have for you art this week. There's a little addendum to docs. You got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else to add to Arc. I was just saying we'll be rotating those supporter things on the shop more frequently nowadays. So
yeah,
we'll try and get back to where we were with that, whereby the stuff that supporters have access to buy from the shop comes out first, then it eventually goes to general release, and then we add more.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit of stuff I think that isn't there that could be, and some exciting stuff.
But we just think it's nice to give the supporters a bit of a head start. They're not overpowering or anything, just access to more stuff sooner. As a thank you for helping us. Now some exciting news.
Okay.
What's the next thing on the list?
The next thing on the list was a quick recap of docs from last week. So, vanilla bosses on the doc servers now do twice as much damage and take 4 times less damage. Good luck with docs, guys.
Docs just got harder.
These guys are used to it. They love the pain. Yes, good luck with the docs, and all things D-related.
So just before we move on to the next section, how many of these giveaways are we doing? Seeing as we started with a singular and then we did plural.
I am thinking, looking at the list of really cool shit we could give away. 1, 2. I'm thinking 4, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we give a Night Wyvern away because they're freaking cool. Everybody loves a Griffin. The Spinos look so cool, and I want to get the Jerboa out there as well because they're so cool. So 4.
I was kind of thinking 4 giveaways, and we do 1 from tier 1, 1 from tier 2, 1 from tier 3, and then the 4th person can pick anyone they want.
Ooh.
See, makes it exciting then.
Choices.
Yeah.
Who's up for some choices then?
Anyways, we'll get to the free shit in a minute. We've got a couple of other things to go through.
We have indeed. So very, very quickly on Conan, still doing very, very well, very popular. If you've not played it, you have access to a supporter server if you have any of the tier supporter packs. It's very similar to Ark. You will absolutely love it, and the community is great at the moment. So really pleased with that. Um,
I mean, obviously, if you join the community, you'll then go downhill. So, ooh.
it's skating on a slope. It kind of goes up and down, but it's a really good game. And from what I've seen so far, everybody's really enjoying just whacking things and swinging things around. And
When you get your supporter roles on Discord, you get access to a supporter section, um, and within that section, it says supporter servers. There's a games channel which will give you all the information that you need to access our supporter servers. So, um, in your example, Redbob, just go to that channel. There's a link to the mod collection. There's the address for the server, server rules, and the password to access it.
yeah,
We're actually going to make Conan so that it doesn't require a password, and it will just activate as soon as you get a supporter role. That's something we'll do tomorrow.
yeah, that's the other thing I was going to mention is we're aware of the issues regarding supporters and people specifically going for Conan, and that will get sorted out. The only
I
other
mean,
piece of Conan news I've got, go on, carry on.
I was going to say, we never imagined that people in the community would just buy or would just get a supporter rank just to play on our Conan server or our Minecraft server. We always thought that, foremost people are Ark players or Rust players, and as a benefit, you would get access to the supporter servers. But it turns out we were wrong, and people just want to play on our private servers. So we're doing some work so that if you do buy a supporter rank, you don't necessarily have to log into Arc to get all your perks activated, which is what you have to do at the moment.
Yeah, there's also a Minecraft server sitting there if anybody's interested, and
Yes,
it's running sweet as a nut too. If I don't say so myself.
so it's a very tidy Minecraft server. It's got some nice structures in it. It's not been totally torn to pieces, and it's on what 1.16 at the moment.
Yes, I think so.
1.16.
I think it is. Yeah,
I will check. Let me have a quick. It is on 1.19. Sorry.
1.19. Okay, yeah.
Uh, yeah, 1.19, not 1.19.1 or 1.19.2, 1.19.
Um,
Again,
John's done a lot
instructions
of
on
work on
joining.
that.
Oh, it
So
has.
he has been doing. Even if we do get to the point where the world gets torn apart, we have tools in place so we can regen stuff like that. So it's not even a worry.
Mm-hmm.
All is good. And then
Yeah, if people,
lastly, carry on. Go on.
as I say, if people fancy a break from playing Ark and you're a supporter, you've got the extended decay times, you can just hop over to one of the other servers and enjoy doing something a little different
Yep.
and then hop back again. That's the whole point of it.
As cool games come out, as we find things that people might be interested in, we will add to these. It's just need to know what people are interested in. If there's something we
Hmm.
can do, it's all good. And then slowly skipping back just to my last Conan point. Been looking into a new Paragon leveling mod. Um, after we've done quite a bit of testing now and we know how the leveling system works and stuff like that. There is a new one out there. I have it sitting on the test server, and for all the Conan guys who are missing the Paragon stuff and the ability to keep grinding to level up and all that sort of stuff, I'll get it tested over the next couple of days. If it's decent and if we don't have the same issues we had with the respecs, it's good to go. Don't think that will cause us any issues at all. But it does need testing before we just slam it in. And that's Conan dusted for this week. Keep the feedback coming. The feedback is, as always, amazing. And on we go. And then finally onto Rust this week. So things I know for sure this week. Wipes are going to be moved to Friday night, 6 p.m. There's been a bit of feedback. The general consensus is Thursday's a bit of a pain in the backside to wipe. Friday night, people have finished work. They want to get on. They want to play. They've got the whole weekend to play. So we're going to try something different this week. So Rust is going to be wiped Friday night at 6 p.m. That will continue from now on. Obviously, the last wipe of the month has got to be a Thursday because that's controlled by Face Punch. So many different. It is Face Punch, isn't it? Rust. But anyway, the devs control that. So we've got no option but Thursdays for the last blueprint wipe. But we're going to be switching to Fridays to give people a chance to just, refresh, get home from work, get changed, and then get some weekend playing in. We'll see how that goes. We have the furnace splitter working again. Many thanks to our sort of new programmer dev guy, Cannabis. This is our own custom plugin written by Cannabis. So the splitting that used to work on the old style furnaces is now working again. We have it working with quick smelt if we need to, and it's looking really really cool. I think there's one
So for the,
last tweak that needs doing to it, which is I think the graphic that goes in game on the UI. But other than that, it seems to be working really well.
I've actually got some other feedback for that I'm not sure if cannabis can actually work on or not.
Okay.
A side effect of increasing the speed at which things get smelted is the production of charcoal is lowered because you're burning a resource and it creates charcoal plus the resource you're smelting.
Yes.
But if it smelts faster, you get less charcoal because your furnace shuts off earlier.
And charcoal as gunpowder. So good point.
Correct. So I have a feeling that we may need to have a chat with cannabis and see if we can increase the rate at which charcoal is produced to combat the increased smelting speed.
So points
So
from
people,
Cube
yeah,
there. Charcoal production
yeah,
is equal to the wood consumed. Yeah.
totally.
So yeah, you're completely right. So maybe we have a chat about quick smelt, its perks, and you're going to get the benefit of the smelting of the ore anyway because we've now got all three slots firing rather than one at a time. So I think they counter each other out quite nicely.
Well, the quick smelt actually exacerbates the situation.
That's exactly how it works, Dr. Smiley. You do basically burn it to make charcoal, and as a byproduct,
Yeah,
it smelts metal for you.
but because Rust is pretty fast paced and you're always wanting to be doing something, you don't want to just have your furnaces sat there burning wood. You want them producing metal. But anyway, it's something we'll have a chat about.
Yeah, totally,
But it's you'll I think you'll find the bottleneck moves to the charcoal, not to the metal.
totally.
Um, so, is there anything else we need to add this week?
Not on gaming news this week, unless somebody knows something I don't. You have anything to add, Cube?
Oh, apart from the fact everything Arc related on Steam is on sale, including the expansions, and that ends in 2 days' time.
It's been a lot of decent sales on
So,
recently.
so if you're missing a DLC for Arc and you want to grab it, check out Steam now. I think it's about 67 or 70% off or something. It's not
Nice.
bad.
Gift a friend, gift the cat.
So what I think we do is see if anyone's got any questions, and I will prep the giveaway.
Awesome.
It's plural. So this giveaway is obviously for our ARC audience, which I'm hoping most of you are. I'll just be putting some stuff in chat.
I actually have a really cool giveaway we could do for the Conan guys too.
Good.
Oh, I have some good ideas.
So
Watch this.
what's going to happen is
Lumerian bars, anyone? No? No Lumerian bars?
so the way the giveaways work um, is you'll get a message in the chat here. I'm hoping the giveaway bot has access to this channel. Find out in a minute. I'll check now. I'm pretty sure I set it up so that it did. Yeah, everyone has access to this channel, I think. Oh, except for you. Okay, let's do that. And let's also do that. Let's see if this works then. So we should get a message from our giveaway bot in the channel. Anyone who wants to enter the giveaway reacts to it using the reaction that appears below it, and you'll be entered into a draw. The first one we're going to do is everybody will have 60 seconds, and the winner that's selected will be able to claim or get as a reward any dino from the tier 1 list posted above. Any questions?
Use the react roll, enter competition, win cool stuff.
See if that works. It's not going to work. Bam! I know how to make it work. Why is nothing simple? Give. There we go. Boom.
The Night Wyverns and Liquids will come at standard level that all dinosaurs come with random stats. So chances are they will be higher because they're guaranteed highest levels. I know the giveaway is not just for supporters only.
No,
If
so
you
it's for anyone.
hit the little party icon underneath that message, you can enter.
So anyone in the channel now, you hit the little party icon.
Or do we not see the
This
count
is
anymore?
for, yeah, I'm seeing the count. It says 6 entries, 7 entries.
Ah, I'm not. Okay.
Anyone in the chat tonight, go for it.
Definitely said anyone. Do you guys play too?
So this is any dino from the tier 1. So Night Wyvern, Liquid Giga, Liquid Rex, Liquid Wyvern, or Liquid Griffin. You get to pick.
And the winner is...
You. Pop us, open up a ticket cube with your choice of dino, please. So the next one we're going to do is, funnily enough, tier 2. So this is any dino from the tier 2 selection, which is a liquid quetz, liquid stego, liquid trike, liquid spino, or an enforcer. Does the enforcer come with a built-in shield?
No, the saddle is separate.
Okay.
Daddy does need that enforcer.
By the way, you can enter multiple times. You don't have to hold back from, like, if you enter the first draw, you get to enter the second one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 19 people in the channel and only 9 people entering. What? Confused. 10.
Hit the button, guys.
And congratulations, Turtle.
Nice one.
So, Turtle, again, open a ticket with your choice of dino from the tier 2 list.
So tier 2 again is Quetz, Stego, Trike, Spino, or Enforcer. Tier 1 is Night Wyvern, Giga, Rex, Wyvern, Griffin. And for the, I'm guessing the tier 3 supporter one coming up, it is Bronto, Jerboa, Raptor, Thylacoleo. I'm definitely going to enforce the fact we give away a Night Wyvern at the end, don't worry. They're the coolest things ever.
And here is tier 3. Smash that button. What was it again? Liquid Bronto, Liquid Jerboa, Liquid Raptor, and Liquid Thylacoleo. Oh, that sounds nice. I like it. Oh yeah, enter multiple times. That's what they're for. We've got another one coming after this, which is the fourth one. Will be pick anyone you want from all 3 tiers.
2 chances of the Night Wyvern then.
Oh, completely. Only 7 entries now. It's going down. Where's it go down?
What
And we
chances
did
people
this
to
every
win?
night. Well, we'll probably do something like this most roundtables. That was part of thing. Oh, Tula, well done. So again, Tula, open a ticket, pick the one you want, and away you go.
And then we have a all-encompassing one now.
There we go. And this is the all-encompassing one.
Any dino from the list above. Smash the button, pick the Jerboa, telling you. There we go. More real entries. Let's go.
So at the end of this, I'm expecting 4 tickets.
I'd smash the button myself, but probably the way this is going, I'm going to win, and then we're going to get rioted.
Yeah, it's fixed. Well,
Of
what we'll
course, if
do
I
then,
win it,
Cube,
I'm
is
just going to pick the Jerboa and airdrop it somewhere on Fjordjo.
yeah, we'll do a re-roll then if you want to give it away. Which tier was Cube? Cube. Tier 1.
Tier
Okay,
1.
so we'll re-roll tier 1.
Quick! Congratulations. It's about time. What are you going for, Quick?
Oh,
Tell
that's
us.
better. The bot posted properly there. Did you notice?
Yeah.
So we're going to re-roll tier 1.
Let's go.
Oh yes, quick, open a ticket, pick which dino you want from the above list, and tell us, Oh, in these tickets, please include some coordinates to Sol terminals where we can deliver your prize, so we don't have to be online at the same time. That'd be really handy. Yeah, CEC coordinates, even better.
Got to get used to those. Those are really handy if you put tickets in. If you can give us some CCC coordinates to the exact area you want investigating or Sol terminal if you need stuff redelivered, it makes things so much easier. And by
9
turn, the
seconds,
admins
8
will thank you by
seconds,
responding quicker.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Skooma Boomer.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What do you want, Skooma Boomer?
So, instructions again for the winners. Open a ticket. Tell us which dino you want from the tier that you won. And give us some coordinates to a Sol terminal in your base. And include the map. We will deliver your rewards when you provide that information.
Ah, he's going for the Wyvern. Good choice.
I think that rounds out this evening's event.
It does indeed. Oh, good choice too.
So we've got a Wyvern, we've got a Giga. Who else do we have? Tula. What you want?
Good choice. They are seriously cute though.
I like the otters and the cats myself. Crystal otters. Oh, we could give away crystals next week. Fully grown crystals.
Christo Dino Week.
Yeah.
We could do Aberrant Dinos the week after.
She's not allowed to eat them.
Crystal Turtles, yeah. Keep an eye out for next week for Crystal Turtles then.
Don't get me started on that. Does anybody want to hear about my conversation with Ice Pets?
With who?
Ice Pets, the author of Crystal Dinos Dino Editions for Crystal Isles,
okay.
and also the creator of Crystal Isles.
Go for it.
I have to give the guy some credit. He's created some wonderful dinos, and he created a brilliant map. Did he create it, or did he start working on it actually after somebody else created it? Let's have a look.
He gets most of the credit for the awesomeness that is Crystal Isles before Wildcard did things to it.
No, ISO created Crystal Isles, didn't they?
That name I know, yes.
ISO, and then Ice Pets took over, helped with it, and also create the Crystal Dino Editions, I think. I'm not sure exactly what went on there, but I think they both worked on it. So obviously, with clusters that have lots of players and lots of breeding on stuff like that, keeping your dinos out not only doesn't help the server, but it doesn't help the players flying over your bases and stuff like that. So the ideal solution for us is people can put their dinos in their Sol terminals and they continue to do the things they would do if they were normally outside. So with Kraken's better dinos, vanilla dinos, and pretty much all the other dinos that we use, they are supported by the Sol terminal. You put them in there and they produce their passive resources. So I went over to the Crystal Dinos Discord. I've been on there for like absolutely ages. And I was about to make a suggestion that he provided the Icepets, or I'm not sure how you say his name, but it's ISPEZZ, I think, or something like that. Somebody else had already made the suggestion and asked him, could he supply the information to Lethal, the author of Dino Storage, that he needs to provide support for the Crystal Dinos? And he hadn't replied. So I replied to that and I said, yeah, I think this would be a great addition, giving server owners the opportunity to, let people put Crystal Dinos in a Sol terminal to passively generate resources. And he just basically flat out refused to provide the information, saying it was cheaty, which I think I can see his point of view and it's his mod. But it doesn't require him to do anything to his mod to implement the Dino storage support, and it then leaves it in the hands of the server owner as to whether or not they want to use that functionality. So, unfortunately, crystal dinos will never work properly inside salt terminals for passive resource generation unless he changes his mind. On the plus side, he's coming back to work on the crystal dinos. That's why I took the opportunity to mention it to him. And it looks like he's got a whole bunch of fixes coming and a new dino coming as well. And the razor tooth as well will be fixed.
I
Um,
was about to suggest we gave away a free razor tooth and a soul ball next week as well, but I guess you're gonna
well,
debunk this right now.
pro tip for people who would like to play with the razor tooth: wear a gas mask. You'll be fine.
A razor
It's
tooth
buff.
is like a CI version of the UT.
It's a torpor machine. It gives off a buff that torpors anything in range and fast. So the problem is
Unfortunately,
though,
yeah,
it torpors you.
the minute you buy the soul ball and it is in your inventory, it instantly knocks you out. And then the admin that takes it off your corpse gets knocked out, which creates a long chain of people getting knocked out.
It's the gas mask which actually stops it, by the way. I don't keep saying gas mask for no reason. The gas mask stops the torpor effect. So you can actually handle a razor tooth. There is also a bug with the razor tooth, though. The torpor effect spreads to your dinos, which then seems to give off something that causes wild dinos to attack, and they attack, and then everything just turns into a nasty mess. That's the bigger bug. So if you leave it in range of your dinos, all hell breaks loose.
Cheers, Red Bob. Thank you very much for attending.
No worries. Catch you later. We're just yakking on now. What other exciting things did we see? Seeing a lot more activity on Lethal's Discord, and that's the author of Dino Storage V2. Seems that he's getting organised, and it also seems that they've got a bug tracker up now as well. So I'm really hoping that at some point soon a new version of Dino Storage comes out, which fixes our outstanding issues with the sanguine elixir. I would really love to turn that back on so people can trap tames that they've used this cool new potion on. For those of you who don't know, sanguine elixir in Arc, if you use it on your on a dino while you're taming it, you will be unable to soul trap it.
Well, DJ's fathoming that. Lethal is awesome, by the way. We've got quite a good relationship with a lot of the big plugin writers now. Just merely through giving decent feedback and stuff.
To avoid any confusion here, there are two people called Lethal.
Yeah.
There's Lethal, the author of Dino Storage V2, and then there's Lethal, who writes server-side plugins.
Yeah. Both of which are awesome.
Both of which are awesome people. Theo, question about the Indominus, the one we level via world bosses. The only stats they drop is melee and health. Not true. There's also stamina. There's 3 world bosses, and each boss drops a different stat for your dummies. And each boss is geared towards the stat that they drop. The health one is tanky. Damage one is very bitey. That kind of thing. You want more stamina and weight. Well, the domination Rexes are not designed to be bred by the mod author themselves. You can't breed them. So the idea is you grow them up and then you level them up manually, and that's what you get. They're also The vanilla ones, straight out of the mod without any messing, are weaker than the ones on our cluster. We've tweaked the dinos on the cluster, so they are significantly stronger. They have more damage reduction, they do more damage. And then the upgrades which you can get are something we created ourselves. So as and when time allows, I would have to create those mutations for you to be able to upgrade your dinos. The cool thing is, and this is what we also thought about as well, is I restricted those mutation upgrades to only work on Domination Rexes. I actually tested them on Raptors while I was working on them. So they will work on any dino if I remove that restriction. Or we can tailor them to work on any specific dinos or things like that. So those are thoughts that we've had and stuff that we'd like to do in the future, but it's just getting the time to work on our server-side mod to create the new items. Hopefully that answers your question. The upgrades are not part of Domination Rex mod. It's something we added. With that in mind, it lets you upgrade Domination Rexes to be the ultimate killing machines in existence. I can make a weight upgrade, but I just haven't got time to do it at the moment. Yeah, totally. It's fairly straightforward. Having done the work of figuring out how to change the dino stats and make it so they don't go all skew with, we could create mutations that allow you to alter any stat on a dino you wanted. How we balance the delivery of those mutations and how you get them, that's a whole different thing. I'm not entirely sure how we do that. I mean, what are people's thoughts on that? You know, on what boss would it be appropriate to have something that would allow you to upgrade any stat on any dino, that kind of thing? Or do we add those upgrades to existing bosses, like Titans, for example, being as Titans are mutated creatures? When I say Titans, I mean King Titans, not desert, forest, ice. There's lots we can do. It's just finding the time.
Speaking of finding the
Yeah,
time.
totally. It's the reason I didn't do the other stats was because I didn't consider them important. So yeah, I mean, like if people wanted to pump oxygen into their dino, I could probably just make that drop off every Jabba in the game or something.
Got to be careful like that. A submersive dummy is going to be quite a thing.
You put a scuba mask on a dummy.
Scuba dummy, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Make an armor set for them. Put them in like a gimp suit or something with a snorkel.
The images, especially with the little arms. Yeah.
I know gimp. Yeah, when you start talking about parts or pieces, then things start getting complicated because then you have to build something that allows you to trade in or combine those pieces to get something else, and then it starts becoming a lot more work. Yeah, totally. Love the ideas, but time being what it is, it's we have to when we work on the servers and we work on the games and the mods and stuff like that, we have to very carefully balance what we do versus the benefit it gives to the community and how much time we spend on it. So overcomplicating a process doesn't add much to it, apart from probably pissing a few people off that they can't get what they want as quickly as they want, when you could possibly deliver it in a different way.
That's
I
fair.
only have so many hours in the day. and balancing all that between work, play, family, and stuff like that is tricky sometimes.
What's play? What's the thing you speak of?
Hey, that's what I did at lunchtime today for half an hour on a game that I've got, which is just pick up and put down, quick play.
Oh yeah. What were you playing at dinner time then?
Crying Suns, it's called.
Okay.
It's not a real time game. It's like a turn based thing. You click and stuff happens.
Yeah.
Um, but I find it quite enjoyable. It's also on mobile as well, so it's
Laters
something
cube.
that you just pick up and put down. See you, Cube.
I'll pick up on your DMs in a minute. I'm caught in recording, so I can't answer you just yet, but I will. Now, one last thing then before we close up for the day, because I realise we've taken too much of your time already. However, we were talking custom things, and October is coming, and Nani's favourite event of the year is about to happen. I love my Halloween stuff. Now, in the past, how many people remember this? I don't know. We probably still have got some people who do remember. We tend to do a yearly zombie invasion event for Ark, which goes a little
Indeed, we do.
something like this.
Don't turn your volume up really high.
Now this is
Oh,
not this
oh,
is just a picture. This is not the video. I'll drop some more
I've
cool
got, I've got,
stuff.
I've got the video, by the way. I was just watching it a minute ago.
Okay, cool. So what we tend to do every Halloween, just like we've done with the Liquid Dinos tonight, is we do an event and we do some giveaways. We section off a small portion of the Ragnarok map. We fence it in. We make a little environment which is all custom built, and we infest the thing with zombies. The idea being you have kind of like a defend the stockade type event. Well, you have various zombies. You know the thing with zombies in games. You get your exploders, you get your doctors and nurses, you get your army guys who've got bigger guns and armor. All this sort of stuff we have. And we have in Ark. So as the picture dictates there, that is actually Ark. Those are actual zombies. And they actually zone in on you and look to mangle your brains. So, gauging interest. Who's up for an October event? Who's up for some Halloween fun? And who wants to win some cool stuff? Do we still have response from people? Because if you want it, we will make it. It takes some time to do, but I just want to gauge some, who's interested, who would be there, spurs us on to get things done. But I really want to do the Halloween event again. It's cool and everybody loves it. This makes Ark's Halloween event look tame. There is a video up on, I believe there is a video up on YouTube where you can see what we've done before. Yeah, that's the actual camp. And the idea being is you defend the camp. There are rocket launchers and miniguns around the place, and people get to play. It's just a laugh. Everything you go in solo as a team, naked to another map. You don't take anything with you. Everything is provided. You get a suit of armor. You pick a kit. So you might have a demo kit. You might have a rocket launcher and some hard armor. You might have a flamethrower kit. We do various kits, and the idea being is between you have to stop the zombies defeating the camp. Various waves go by. If you get to the end of the waves, we give out some cool prizes at the end. It's just a fun event. Everyone gets to blast stuff with free ammo. It's a hoot. You don't have to farm anything. You don't bring anything with you. What you make on the server, you take with you. It's just a really cool, fun event. So if everyone's up for that, and I can see we have had some response, let's do that again. As I get the test server up, I'll put together a few little clips of stuff. You can see on YouTube we've got a video of the events we've done before. They're a little bit unorganized because the day we record is usually really, really stressful and everybody's running around like sort of maniacs all over the place. But it's super fun. So hopefully we'll see you at Halloween. Yeah. Fear in the Forest is what we call it. So I look forward to seeing you in the forest. That's the one. So all the different types of zombies that can come. Up to and including the big juggernauts. They're horrible. It's not serious. It's meant to have. It's just a blast. I will put out closer to the date. I'll put out some sort of post which you'll see, and we'll gauge when people are free, because I know people do go out for the holidays and stuff like that. So we don't have to do it directly on official Halloween, but we will come up with a time that suits most players. I can only do one night. It takes a lot to set up, and it gets burnt down very quickly on that one night. So apologies for those who can't make it, but we'll do our best to fit the times around most people being able to attend. I'll give you more on that as soon as it comes. This, by the way, if you haven't seen it, is an actual full overhaul for Ark. You can run this as a full server with or without dinosaurs. They recommend without. And there is a whole system for building and repelling these things and capturing them and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. You can actually, if we ran it once, we actually had a full server with the zombie overhaul on permanently. At the time, we weren't big enough, so I don't think it grew. But if this is something people are interested in, this is stuff we can do, have done, and is available. I'm not going to stop going on about zombies now. Any zombie-related questions before we leave? Because we're going on a little bit now. Any questions in general? Any feedback? Yeah, we have thrown things like that in the past. We actually had two events originally. We had a lead-up event to the zombie invasion. So we had I think it was two events we had, where one of them was like a capture the castle type thing, which led on to nefarious goings on in the castle, which led to the forest event, and the final showdown was actually the fear in the forest. I think it's a little bit ambitious at this point to do two events, but one definitely we're going for the fear.
Well, we had Angor, didn't we?
Yeah, we had the Castle of Angor followed up by Fear in the Forest. Angor was more of a capture the tower event, sort of admins firing back at players, players trying to rush the castle, which was at the top of a hill up the beach, and blowing the crap out of the admins. Was the lead up event to Fear in the Forest. I think that's too ambitious though with the time we've got left, so we're going with Fear. Fear is amazing, and hope to see you all there. With that, I think we're good.
I do too.
We have been the Wicked Ninjas. You have all, as usual, been awesome. Thank you and good night. We will see you next week. Goodbye. Don't forget the tickets for the prizes, by the way, before we go. Laters, guys.